This is the 104th game of the year for the Bulls, including the playoffs and regular season. That's a long, long haul, and it could all end here this afternoon.
As they approached Game 6, the Bulls looked to become the first Chicago team in almost 30 years to win a championship at home, to become only the fourth NBA franchise to win back-to-back titles, and to end a personal quest that had tested their spirit and their will.
Last year was it was a honeymoon. It was a kiss of the beloved almost. This year's has been an odyssey. It's been a journey filled with travail and pitfalls, and it's been tough. It's been a real hard road.
And as the game began, it quickly became clear that once again, Chicago would be traveling on treacherous terrain.
Pass stolen by Porter. 2-on-1, out of Drexler. Drexler slams it to the left side.
Fighting for their playoff lives, the Blazers came out determined not to let Chicago celebrate at their expense.
This is Portland's brand of basketball. They have the tempo going in their direction.
And it's all happened because of their hard work.
Here's a steal by Jerome. Mercy, he's been everywhere. Jerome Kersey with a magnificent first quarter, and he has really hurt the Bulls.
Kersey had ignited the Blazers, while the Bulls struggled to find their own spark.
Boys, let's go! Come on now!
Now Jordan starts to walk the dribble to the right side. Drexler reached out to push him. Jordan drives for the basket. Double pumps, lays it up short. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Michael. Paxson goes inside to Cartwright on a bounce pass. High post right. He pumps, wheels in on Duckworth. Forgot the ball.
Joe, Chicago is in disarray. They're not...
Paxson down inside to Michael Jordan, overplayed, tipped by Drexler to Porter, down the right side to Clyde Drexler, gives to Kersey for a freewheeling slam jam.
Chicago has to really be careful, Joe, that they don't dig too big a hole here.
With over half the game behind them, the Bulls found the hole deepening, and the Blazers were getting ready to bury them.
Hard foul. He is taken off.
Blazers right now just hammering the Bulls into submission.
Blazers with their biggest lead of the night.
Two teams that you basically at some point in the third quarter knows which team is going to win. I don't care what kind of heroics they might have in mind, and I don't think Chicago can pull this one out. I really don't.
Where Jordan gets it. Michael on Kersey and Porter blocked underneath by Drexler.
Wide, Drexler blocks the shot attempted by Michael Jordan.
Game 7, if necessary, will be played right here Wednesday night in Chicago. At this point, it certainly appears it will be necessary.
Once again, Chicago faced the prospect of letting a pivotal game slip away. In just 12 minutes, the series would be tied, and the weary Bulls' championship fate would be at the mercy of a single game. They knew that the time was now, and as they had all season long, they would find strength when they needed it most.
When we've been put down, we've always responded well, and when we're down, we're at our best, because we have an understanding on our team that in order for us to win, we need each other.
Chicago down by 15, start of the fourth period.
In Chicago's lineup. Second team with the exception of Pippen.
Left corner, Hanson fires a three and scores!
Bobby Hanson, that's one reason he's in there. Kersey dropped the ball, got it again, and Hanson strips him of the ball. Five gets it to King. King coming in, and he's annihilated inside. And the Bulls asking for a flagrant foul.
The referee has called a flagrant foul. They'll shoot these free throws and get the ball out of bounds on the side.
Pippen backs in on Drexler. Turn, double, triple team, spins through it and lays it in.
Oh, that was an unbelievable shot.
So the Bulls have come out roaring at the start of the fourth, and they're doing it without Michael Jordan on the floor.
Now you got into the situation where you got some momentum going now. Just keep playing hard.
Low to Pippen, who's posted up on Drexler. Spins to the baseline, puts it up and in.
The crowd is going nuts. Right now, Chicago on a 10-2 run.
Drexler double dribbled the ball. Pippen bothered him.
CJ in the paint, bubbles, gets it back, turns, shoots, scores! The lead is down to 5. Not back to BJ on the right side, down low to Stacey King. King backs in, knocks down Buck Williams, turns, shoots, scores!
Do you believe this? Chicago in the midst of a
run.
And Jordan re-enters the fray.
Having all but erased the Blazers' lead, the Bulls were on the verge of completing one of the greatest comebacks in finals history.
It's Drexler, foot fake, starts to move, beats Clyde inside, floats up a floater and scores! It's a one-point ball game. Michael Jordan!
The championship trophy was almost in their grasp, and fittingly, Pippen and Jordan would help them reach out and grab it.
Superman back in the building! Superman is back in the building!
Putting the Blazers behind them, the Bulls brought their long championship journey to an end.
Feel it, they can smell it right now. They're seconds away from winning back-to-back world championships.
Their second title run had been even more demanding than the first, and now they could finally enjoy it.
Time running down, the Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the second straight season.
And let the celebration begin here in the Windy City.
Chicago Stadium is going wild, as you can imagine.
The Bulls have repeated.
Let the party begin.
One is great, two is almost impossible. Congratulations, Chicago.
It's the happiest moment in years. Oh, it feels so good. Chicago Stadium has not hosted a hometown clinching since back in 1938. And we're told they are bringing the championship trophy to the floor, and when the trophy makes its way out here, they will go wild. Unbelievable as they come back out to an adoring crowd, and nobody has left the building.
I've never seen Michael like this up on the scorer's table.
I've played on some teams with some guys who always cared about themselves. And I can say one thing, this is the best bunch of guys I've ever played with, and the most unselfish bunch of guys that I've ever played with.
We have a good mix of guys that like playing together, and we enjoy the game of basketball, and we love to play it as a team together, and it's won a few things for us.
Everything was tough, but we withstood it, held together, held firm, and here we are.
So this is very satisfying to come through this process. We've learned something about ourselves, coaches and players together.
We faced the challenge of trying to defend what we accomplished last year. We went through a very, very long test all season long, and today we stand tall.